this is going to be the last one for tonight. Oh. Let's get out of that. That ain't it. I had a look at some of the stats of this one earlier. This should be... I think this was pretty cut and dry. The good luck have fun seems very hopeful. Oh, confused. Alright, so we get down there a little late, but that's fine. I'd rather get down late than get there like 6 or 7 seconds early. Alright, the Reaper's out. We're floating 6 lava when the Reaper was here. 6 lava is a lot. Because the Terrans actually heading workers right now. So I'm hoping they're all... Yeah, it looks like we turn them all into drones. And we should be just drone. Third Queen's nice. What do we say? Was it Hellions? It's a bunch of Marines. If it's a bunch of Marines like that, I'd actually probably like to have... You can either go for an early Bane nest and just having a couple of Banes, and please tell me that's a Bane nest, fantastic stuff. Or just like one spine at the front, but a Bane nest is probably better for... A Bane nest is probably more rewarding in terms of what you can get out of it, because you can't be aggressive with a single spine, whereas a Bane nest means you could probably, if you get the chance, you could probably pop them with a Bane bust or something like that. We don't have any real scouting. We have the Overlord here ready to see it, but we don't have him there. I like this, but I'd rather it to be here, because the extra like 5 or 6 seconds of time this might buy you is huge. Also having an Overlord over here, these ones here, useless. Have it here, so if a Liberator comes up here, you get heaps and heaps of warning time for it. Creep spread's sick. I really like the creep spread again. What do we do? Okay, it's just one Bane. I don't know why we'd do a scouting Bane up the hill, but we did. Oof. It is 6:04 on the rocket clock. We have a bunch of Marines, 16 Marines and 2 tanks here. This could be a problem. The Queens are not on a control group from the looks of it. Nah, this is just the 2 Queens that are out here. And we have a bunch of Ling here. So how do we handle this? Very easily. Fantastic. Take the base. Awesome recovery. And then we probably should be going across the map, but this looks like we're not going to get anything out of it. Again, we have... Oh, I remember this replay now. He just like goes mass Marauder. It's really weird. No. So we don't want to try and break into this with the tank. I think we're better off just using this to drone up. We keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't leave his base, and that's it. He can't leave his base. There's not really a lot he can do. We're checking for other bases, which is fantastic stuff. I would just be careful about the attack command here. Overlords in dead space like this are sick as well, right? Because you can catch little bits like this. And now since there's a bug for the Terran that the tanks can be picked up when sieged, we just need to be careful about our positioning. We spot it, which is sick. But yeah, I guess you just drop on top of the 16 Lings and the Banes. Alright, so where are we sitting at the moment? Zerg, you're ahead. The supply's about even, but the Terran's not really muling at the moment because he only got the 2 CCs. He's probably worried and using scans. He has 1-1 coming. What have you got? You have 1-1 coming as well. I'd love to see some creep here. It's very easy to get exploited if we don't have creep going to our natural and stuff like that. I think the fact that his first attack got cleaned up so incredibly easily, that was a drone window. Like, that should have been 10 drones straight up, easy. Even if you don't have the base, because you built the space straight after. Even if you don't have the base, build the drones while you have the thought process about it, and then worry about the rest later. If you build the drones and then he attacks you again straight away, whatever, like, you've got more economy, you should be able to find yourself a way out of it. And then shutting this down so completely strong is like another drone window. So we should really be going, I would be going to like 70 here off the back of that. That's two really good fights we've had. As we can see here though, we've got double medevac coming around the corner. This is why we want those overlords in the dead space here. We want as much warning as possible. The queen's here, but I reckon if he notices, he's going to drop. But he doesn't. He does. Cool. And we also want, we want a spore crawler here, right? Because we don't want to let this happen. This is pretty good, and I think we've got, have we got enough Banes? We're not really enough Banes. We're very heavy on the Lings again. What we want to do here is grab like half of this. I know it's hard now because in the drones we should have grabbed it back here and sent half of them down on this side so they can actually surround this properly. Send this to just follow that and then build drones. We're building Lings, but honestly these attacks, if you're catching them when you're catching them like you are, nothing about what he's doing right now is scary. He hasn't even taken the third yet. We are at 10 minutes. I think he's about to lose a bunch of Marines here. We're at 10 minutes and he still hasn't had a third. That was him trying to peek and take a third, and he didn't get out there. What I'd be worried about though, that fight was kind of pretty trash, fighting in siege tank range. 25 kills on that bad boy. Each of these Marauders probably has a good number of kills. 12 kills here. So thinking about the amount of Zerglings that these things have killed on their own, bad times. The drop just sits there, right? Because there's nothing to prevent the medevacs from coming back. And so, I mean, I think he could have won that, but alright, you go home. These can definitely be upgraded. We've got that happening. We should be getting into a hive. How are we going for drones? Please tell me we've got drones rallied to gases and stuff. We do. All things considered, I think we're in a good spot again, right? Yes, we're going into 72 drones. Is going to give us a massive economy lead. We are doubling the Terrans mineral income. So now that we're here, and we kind of suspected that he doesn't have a third, it should be pretty easy for us to just keep maxing out and roll over this dude. Ling Bane Hydra, Ling Bane Hydra, Ling Bane Hydra over and over again. I'd probably put like a spore here or a spore here. That spore's great. A spore here would be nice. Don't even worry about getting, I mean, you can get into hive, but honestly try and end the game before that. Because I don't think this Terran's got too much going for him. We're going to let him take the third for free, right? We're going to let him get set up, which is a big mistake. Because you've got a huge economy, and yet we're not really spending like we have a huge economy. What do we just build? 42 Lings again with the Lings is crazy. When we could just have Hydralisk. How are we going to attack here? We're gathering up, making a bunch of Banes. I don't mind it. What would really help here though is knowing that he has this, which we do know he has this, but knowing what is here. And seeing that this is all Marauders, a chunk of army here and a chunk of army here, collapse on it from two sides, the Banes will get good connections. But if we come in from one angle and we're trying to go up this hill, oh, that's so lucky. When you're in this position, you've got Banes like rolling up against the supply depot and looking all silly. As long as there's not too many Banes all clustered up, just feel free to grab them and press X. They'll just blow up instantly and let you in. I feel like this attack is going to get you a lot of advantage here, if we are going to be spending our money behind it, which we are not, right? There's no reason. This fight is lost. You've got into the base, you've killed what you can, you've taken out the siege tanks, you've taken out a bunch of workers at the natural mineral line, like, but the fight is lost. This army does not beat this army, so your next move is to go, okay, let me get into an army that does beat his army. He's going to lose all these as well. He's basically going to get reset to like a opening SCV count. This is an insane amount of Marauders. I'm going to be completely honest. It's like an insane amount of Marauders. I've never seen anything like this. My thought process here would be probably like Ling Lurker, or like Hydralisk Viper or something like that, with Lings for support, obviously. But he's got 3/3 on the way, which is actually kind of scary because you're only getting 1/1 now. 2/2 now, sorry. Getting a third Evo, but by the time like this is all ready, I don't think that's going to be really worth it. Getting into the hive, which is nice. He's healing up. We have 23 lava at this stage. After the attack was done, we have 23 lava and we have all this money here. Let's go back. I think this is so funny. So this is the point where we realise the fight's probably lost. 8 lava we're floating right now. Bunch of lava just came in. We're making some stuff. Fantastic. But there's nothing else. Creep spread's really good, but I feel like all of our attention should be spent on making an army, because if he crosses the map with 36 Marauders right now, if he didn't sit in the middle to heal up, I think you're losing the game within the next minute. Oh, I've got the cat annoying me right now, sorry. The screen's gonna get a bit wobbly. Hey, can you not do that? Hey, I know. Just not being picked up, so I'm gonna put it down. Oh. Our army is not bigger. And you're fighting such a weird army as well. I mean, almost with the amount of Marines he's got here, you could have gone into Mutalisks or anything. You could have done so many things here besides what you've done, which is not really a lot. Floating still 11 lava, which is not great, but this base also only has a handful of drones on it. We could easily sack this, right, and do anything else with these drones. We're not forced to fight here. This is really good. The Hydralisks cleaning up all this. We should be making more Hydralisks, absolutely. I don't think it did badly. It just, they better not. The fucking remax on the Lings needs to stop. The remax on the Lings is painful. And they're not good versus this, right? They're going to rock up. 4 Marauders is going to basically one-shot a Ling with no contest. It slows them down as well. And then the next Ling might get like one shot in before it dies. But the Hydralisk, 1, 2, 3, he gets kills. Remaxing on the Lings is so bad. Yep, gather everything up. Bring the girls, that's perfect. No. We don't want to engage this without the queens, and we want to bring everything we've got, and we definitely need to be bringing some fucking Hydralisks. I think we win this anyway. He's stimming again. The army's half dead already, and then we have the medevacs are out of energy. We should just clean this up if we keep spending this. Even if we lose the queens here, we're going to kill the medevacs. We're going to transfuse. Beautiful stuff. Target this down, target this down, target this down. We don't want to kill this. We want to kill these, because that's the last 2 medevacs he has. Do we really think that the Lings were doing that well? because you get rid of the medevacs as well, which was a huge advantage in those fights. 2. Economy still going massively strong. Trades not in your favour, but your economy is so good it doesn't matter. Terrans floating. He's put so much effort into mining gas that he literally can't use. Like, there's nothing he can do There's nothing he can do with it unless he wants to start going into ravens, which is just obviously not going to happen. These are going here. I don't mind them going here, but I'd really love for the queens to come down here and start spreading creep so we can get a head start on knowing when we're being attacked. 33 Banes is such a choice. Alright, so how do we manage that? We kind of went to scout and then we put everything back. So if you do want to have a look at what your opponent's doing, you can do it with F2 quite easily. You can right click down, go like tab. I like to just like shift two wireframes out and then control 2 and make my army group solid again. When that base gets up, I think we're going to be in a real good position economically. Looks like the main base is empty, obviously 16 minutes into the game. Natural's mining out. Stop letting the lings go in without the support of the hydralisks. Now while this is happening, we should be making more stuff again. Oh, beautiful. So while this is happening, we see he's on our side of the map. We press 6, SH, and then like rally them to here. What's really unfortunate though is this base had drones on it, and there we go. So it's got drones on it that we probably needed, but just we didn't defend it in time. We're making a fucking ton of lings again. We're actually getting like +3 for the hydralisks and just still not making them. You have heaps of gas, so a base like this being taken is fantastic. This should be an easy win here. So it looks like we didn't struggle too much, but what we struggled with is making fucking lings when we need to stop making lings. I've never seen this many Marauders though. He's on pure cope right now, because the reason that Terran players do this right is because they don't understand at this level. They don't understand game state and how any of this works. He's done next to no, besides like the last like 3 minutes, he's done next to no worker damage the entire game. Meanwhile, you've killed like 60 workers and 40 of them were like 10 minutes ago. So you've done some huge economic damage to him on top of being ahead the entire game, and you're trading almost evenly. So unless for some reason you don't make units for the next couple of minutes, or your army doesn't go home, there's no way he's going to win this. But he doesn't understand that, right? Because he's killed 20 workers in 17 minutes. He's just hoping that this little ragtag of units here is going to be enough to win the day, but it's not. I just don't think you ever pull the workers. Don't ever pull the drones against Bio, because Bio is just, it heals up. It's just too good. The Ultralisk getting move commanded there was was less than ideal. We have Adrenal. We do have Adrenal. Oh, Spore's going to be good here. Oh, lots of Spores. That's nice. Good cleanup. Game over. He didn't float to the corner, which I was surprised by. I think a lot of things here were really good. Again, the creep spread's sick. I'm really enjoying the creep spread here. We should be moving around the workers a bit quicker. We also need to be getting like the upgrades as well. I don't even mind. Like, it's 18 minutes. This is just like low diamond. So getting into these upgrades at this stage, not really a problem. I don't see happening. This is pretty cool sometimes to use. I think it's a bit of a funny little joke sometimes, but honestly, it's actually not a bad ability when you need to get on top of something like medevacs, or just need to get in range of something. But you really need to be more careful with like the Ling remax, because we must have sacrificed so many Lings to that huge ball of Marauders that absolutely could have just been Hydralisks and dominated. Like we saw how well this army was when together, when it was synergized well, but it just, the Lings just don't perform that well. See, this little sit down here is what saved you, honestly. He's so stim happy. It's just killing creep spread, bro. Chill out. All in all, a good game, I think. Yeah, just stop making the panic lings. I get it, but the panic lings are not where it needs to be.